everyone, welcome to another Simon Says Stamp video. Today I'm going to be using a wooden flourish from Kaiser Craft, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can use it. These are really intricately cut wooden flourishes. It's so intricate. Those little vines in there are just so super tiny. It's kind of amazing. So I'm going to take it out of the package and we'll get started. The first thing I've done is I've cut two pieces of watercolor paper, and that's because I'm going to be making two different cards. They're both going to be standard size craft cards. These are made out of Neenah Desert Storm cardstock. So they're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 tall, folded. And I'm going to set those aside for a minute while we work on the watercolor paper. I'm going to do two different things. I'm just going to kind of test it out. One of them I'm just going to spray with some this is some Sprinklers Mist from October Afternoon from the Sidewalks collection. This is Miss Mary Mac. I'm going to do it in a nice green color. And I'm going to spray the entire thing. I'm going to kind of get some variations in color, but I'm going to spray that one. And then on this one, I'm going to use the flourish, and I'm going to turn it over on the back side, or, you know, just pick a side. And I'm going to put it on the card, or on the watercolor paper like that. And then I'm going to spray over top, and hopefully it's going to be enough to give us a little bit of a pattern. We're just going to use that as a mask. So I'm going to grab my box and we'll do some spraying. These sprays are very opaque. You can see how it covered up the other colors in the box. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to do the masked version, and hopefully it'll be a pretty good mask. Going to spray about that much. This is a really good ink. This pink is really comparable to Studio Calico's Piglet ink, which they no longer sell. So if you were looking for that Piglet ink, this Sidewalks collection, the color called Hopscotch, is a really close dupe. Alright, let's see how that turned out. Oh, I think that's really pretty. That turned out really nice. And also made the flourish a really cute pink color. Alright, so now I'm going to adhere these down to the cards. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one onto the front of the card, just like that. I'm going to be using some Tombow Mono Multi-Glue, and I'm just going to try to get most of the little berry spots so it'll hold down really well. Just one little dot of glue should do. Alright, I'm going to let that dry while we do a really simple sentiment for these cards. The stamps I'm going to be using is this one from Hero Arts. This is the Speedy Recovery stamp set. I'm going to do the oval and then some sentiments inside. I'm going to use some white Neenah cardstock and also this Hero Arts Shadow Ink, the mid-tone in the color Cup of Joe. These shadow inks generally don't do very well with sentiment stamps, but this is a little bit of a darker shadow ink, so I think it'll be okay. Alright, and I'm just going to trim these out, and then I'll be adhering them to the fronts of the cards. Alright, I'm going to put these on dimensional adhesive and then put them straight onto the card like that. Alright, I'm going to take my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to round the corners just a little bit for just a softening. And then I'll take this Uniball Signal Broad White gel pen, and I'm going to do dashed lines around the outside of the card. Alright, and there's two really simple cards using one wooden flourish from Kaiser. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.